So I recently had a chat with Matilda and Ella, who are 11 and 13, and they had some questions for me about drawing. So I answered them for them as best I could, and I thought I'd share those questions with you and some of the answers because the questions were excellent. They're very good questions. They were sort of split into kind of more about like how you think about drawing and what you think when you're drawing, like what should I do if I don't like a drawing? And then there were some more practical ones, which were like, how do I draw textures or how do I draw clothes? So I'm going to make two videos. This is going to be the first one, and it's going to be focusing on those questions, which are more about what should I be thinking? Like, how do I get inspiration? What do you do a drawing if you're scared of doing the drawing? Some deep questions from these teenagers. So I'm going to endeavour to answer those now for you. So the first question was, I don't like using references. Should I use them? And what was interesting about this is they weren't speaking just about references as in pictures or photos of people or humans or life drawing or still drawing, but references in terms of other artists. And I think that's a really interesting question because you should be using references from life. And it's great to look at what other artists are doing. But if you don't feel like you want to follow their pattern or follow their drawing or follow their style, then you shouldn't have to. I often look at other artists or go through phase of looking at other artists, and then I'll just block them out and I won't look at any. Especially if I'm working on trying to develop my own style or work on my own specific project, because sometimes those influences can distract you and you can be trying to create a drawing that's like theirs and lose track of what you want to do. So keep using references from life, draw from life, and but then also you'll use what's in your memory and you'll use and create things how you want to do it. So this one was a difficult question to answer. What should I do if your drawing is finished, it's inked, it's coloured, it's done, and you don't like it? Should you throw it away? Um, I don't think throwing it away is the right answer. I don't think you should ever throw it away. Quite often, I don't like a drawing when it's finished, and maybe a few weeks later, I'll look at it and go, "Oh, actually, that is quite good," and you'll see what you like in it. But also, I have spent a lot of time really labouring over drawings, um, trying to make it right, trying to make it good, getting it all the way to the end. And I've never really liked it. I've never really enjoyed it. It just felt like a struggle. And so some of those drawings you just need to see as a learning process. You're just figuring it out step by step, what works and what doesn't. And so maybe not throw it away is the right idea, but just put it to one side, forget about it. One good thing is to just do that and then do the same drawing again, and you'll realize you've learned so many things from that one drawing. If you just did it again immediately after or 10 minutes after or the next day, you'll find that your brain would have just absorbed all of those lessons from it automatically, and you'll be amazed at how good the next drawing is. So this question is something which I've struggled with and still do, and I'm sure lots of people do. It's what is a good way to get inspiration? Um, I think this is very specific to each person. Ultimately, it's about a feeling. For me, I think I'll find inspiration. It can come from sometimes things that I see, but it's about the feeling that it evokes in me, or a feeling that I want to express. Um, and that is a good way of focusing your drawing, of thinking about what feeling is, how do I create the feeling that this gave me in other people. Um, and so there are lots of different ways through the things that you see in the world and your reaction to them. Just give yourself, if you're struggling, just give yourself influences. Do look online, look at what other people are doing, and think about why you like them. So this question is another toughie. They came up with some difficult questions. Should you draw something even if you're scared to? This one took me by surprise. I think that doing something that you're scared to do is often the best way to learn, to challenge yourself, and it's what you're going to gain the most out of. But it is obviously the hardest thing to do. So when you're tackling something that you're scared to do, be kind to yourself. Just Don't put any extra pressures on. You don't need to show it to anyone, for instance, when it's finished. You don't need to for anyone to be there watching you while you're drawing. You break it down, take it one step at a time. Don't even say that you're going to finish the drawing to yourself. Just think, I'm going to start this drawing. I'm going to do that one bit that I think I can do, um, and work on that, and you'll find that it is a great way to develop. I think often doing something that you're scared to do is gonna make you grow the most. The more scared you are, the fewer rules and restrictions you need to place on yourself. Just give yourself the freedom to do what you want. That gives you the courage. Whatever gives you the courage to take that first step is okay, and you'll find that the rewards are a lot more. You'll enjoy it a lot more, and to give you that courage as well, it often helps to think more about why you're doing it. Like, you'll know if you really want to, if it's something that you have found that inspiration, you've discovered what it is that you need to learn, you know what it is the next step, you can see those other artists that are doing that thing that you really want to do. If you really understand why you're taking that step, that will also help to give you the courage to do it. So to sum up, the great thing about drawing for me is that you make the rules. Everyone finds their own way to create a drawing, to create an illustration. Everyone finds their own way and makes their own rules and learns on their own. So these are little pieces of advice, and you're going to find loads of tips and advice online. But also take everything with a pinch of salt. I'm still learning. I don't really know or have all the answers. I doubt I ever will, and no one else does. You also need to leave room for your own exploration, for your own opinion, for your own decisions. If you disagree with your teacher that there's a way of doing something, then maybe you're right. Maybe you found something, or you're going to you explore, and you might discover something new that they have never seen before, or have never even thought of. So with all of the advice out there, make sure you give yourself room to do your own thing as well, and just know that I'm still learning too. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still trying to work out the best way to use color and design to invoke those emotions in people. And right now, I'm trying to figure out how to do character design in a better way. I'm really trying to work on that. So I'm in it with you. I'm still learning. Just because I've been doing it for longer, it doesn't mean that I'm in a different situation. Even really, I'm still just trying to get better. So thanks for watching this video. Get in touch. Let me know if it was useful, if it's helped, how it's helped. If you've got any questions, please let me know. You can get in touch via my Instagram, which is Andy Hammond Art, or you can email me at hello@spacekidilk.com. So yeah, get in touch. Let me know if you've got any questions. Let me know if you'd like to see another video. The next one will be about how to tackle specific practical problems.